Why are you complaining so much? I complained every single day. Oh, I'm too short, oh, I'm too skinny or whatever. Bulk up! Gain weight, gain muscle. That's the point. The whole point of being in this difficult situation is that the good situation will feel good. And I didn't realise this for ages. Sure, it sucks being so small. I was always like the small kid in class. In fact, I was at the bottom of the register. I was literally at the back of everything. I was always like, you know, the little kid who like didn't really speak to anyone. I was shy. Like this one girl asked me like, why are you so boring, Rob? Once when I was sitting in science class. Think how horrible that is. Why are you so boring? And that's because I didn't know. I didn't shift my mind to think, I'm in this bad situation. Good. There's no light without dark. If you don't have the difficult thing, the good thing doesn't feel good. The good thing doesn't have value. This girl once asked me, and like, I was working my part-time job in Sainsbury's like the other week, and she said, oh, I wish I was just like a millionaire straight away or something like that, right? And she's like, wouldn't you love that as well? And I said, or like it was winning the lottery or something like that, right? And I went, no. And she asked me why, obviously, and I said, well, it's because if I was given all this money straight away, if I was just instantly rich, and I didn't put any work in, then sure it'd feel good for like the first few days. You know, you buy a Ferrari or whatever, and you're like, oh, you know. But then after that, it's like, it's the analogy I literally used. It's like playing Minecraft on creative mode. First of all, you build the house out of like diamonds or whatever, or like gold blocks, right? It's like fun for like the first 5 minutes. But then after that, it's like, it's whatever, you know? It's whatever. You haven't put any work in to get those diamonds, to get those emeralds, to get those golden blocks. So they don't have value. The point of building a good physique is that everybody knows how valuable it is. Even if you take steroids, obviously don't take steroids ever, but if you do, you still have to put the work in. You don't just take them and then instantly you're like Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, you have to put the work in. Anybody with a good physique has to put work in. It doesn't just happen on accident. You have to do something. It's a cause and effect. You have to do the correct things, implement the right things into your life to get the correct effect. And so please, for the love of God, can you not have this mindset where, like the victim mindset, like everyone like, oh, you know, like, oh, I'm too tired today, or I don't want to do it because of this reason or this reason. Everyone's just complaining. You need to like snatch your life by the balls and say, no, I want this result, and this is what I'm going to do to get it, and I will get it. Have arrogance. Have arrogance within your own mind about what you are going to achieve. I literally have things stuck up on my wall. You can probably see like a couple of them of like my goals and everything. And one of them is like, get a sale online. Did it. Get a second sale. Did it. Get a third sale. Did it. And I almost brag to people, yeah, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur. I am making money online. Years and years ago, 4 years ago, when I started my gym journey, I knew for a fact that I was going to get big. I was going to build a good physique because I always wanted it and I knew I had to get it. It was like my obligation to myself that I was going to do it. So what did I do? Sure, it took me 4 years, but I did it, right? I did it. And so you've got to have that, you've got to just delete this alter ego of yourself saying, oh no, like, I don't really, this guy said this once and whatever. It should fuel you rather than bring you down. You need to just implement every single action that will get you to this goal, to get you to this result. You must implement it. You cannot just say, oh yeah, I can't do it for whatever this reason. If you really value it, you will make it happen regardless. If you don't have time, you will make time. What's the number one thing that's holding you back right now from building that good physique? It's either training or your diet. You know which one it is, right? Or it may be both, if you're a complete loser. Sorry. If you are, though, it would be both. But say, for example, it's diet. Say you're like, yeah, I'm dialed in on my training, I'm getting like good workouts in, but I'm still eating junk food and I'm not like making sure I'm eating good food. then you need to map out, you need to create a plan for yourself to get you to that goal. If you don't plug anything into the Google Maps, then how are you going to get to the destination, right? You've got to get like a step-by-step formula to get you there. So, first of all, if it was diet, this is how I'd fix it right now for you. Say you were like eating junk food and stuff. First of all, I would say, in fact, I have this. Get like your favorite chocolate or sweet and bang it right in front of your desk, right there. Just like that, so you'll look at it every single day. And when you do that, you'll constantly be saying, no, 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 don't eat it, don't eat it, don't eat it. And so when you come into contact with it in real life, if someone offers you that food, you said no a million times, so you're going to go, no, because you're not bothered about it anymore. So that's how you fix junk food, and then you need to start deleting all the excess food, all the bad foods that are not considered junk food. So like grains, like pasta and rice and stuff, they're not good for you. They are not good for you. You need to start implementing foods that are good for you, that have the correct nutrition, that have bioavailable sources of protein, that will actually get you results. And what is that? That is meat, eggs, raw dairy, and then fruit for pre-workout, and that's it. That's all I eat. Those are the steps that you need to implement. You need to get rid of all the bad foods and implement the good foods. And so once you have this little like roadmap for yourself, you know what steps to follow. Like I literally set a goal like last year. I want to know every single ingredient that I eat. Not meal, ingredient. A year later, I've done it. And sure, it took me loads of different diets and everything, and I went on like keto for a while. I went on like all these other like paleo diets, and like I tried everything. And the one that is currently working best for me is the one where I know every single ingredient. I have reached that goal. So I want you to stick this goal onto your wall, right? Say you're skinny right now and your problem is bulking up, okay? But you want to do it correctly, because I tried to do it and I got fat because I was eating the incorrect foods. So first of all, you want to eat real foods, real animal foods that we have been eating for millions of years. Meat, eggs, raw dairy, that's basically it. You are going to want to implement those foods. You're going to want to eat more beef mince, for example. Beef mince, 25% fat, that's like the best you can get. Tons and tons of bioavailable sources of protein, and of course you're getting all the nutritional value that you could ever need. And then you're cutting out all the excess toxins. So you're cutting out like seed oils, for example. Seed oils will just basically kill you. All the junk food like added sugars and added unsaturated fats and everything. Yes, saturated fat is good, unsaturated fat is bad. I've done a video on my channel. Also in my school community, in my classroom, I go over all of this in the Growth Mastery course. So I go over all of these things in these modules here. So that's, if you want to actually learn all of this like scientific detail and everything, then it's in this course, which is the first link in the description. But you want to start implementing these foods. That is how you are going to do it. And then you need to increase your training, how hard you are training. So in the gym, you'll think, my chest is lacking right now. So what can I do? Okay, I can increase the amount of sets I do. Or maybe I do it more than twice a week. Maybe I do it 3 times a week. And you implement these different steps. And instead of just saying, oh no, I'm skinny, all these people bully me and everything, you're actually taking responsibility. That is the word I want you to remember, responsibility, because nobody has it these days. Nobody has it. Oh my college course that I'm taking is to do with sports. And I see so many times, you know, like you do a bad pass and then, or like you pass to one of your teammates and then like you miss or whatever. They always blame you, even if they make a terrible pass. There's this one lad I'm obviously not going to say his name, but there's this one lad in my college, and whatever he does, he always gives an excuse as to why it went wrong. Like, you know, like he misses a shot in tennis or whatever. He always looks at the bat and thinks, oh God, this is a terrible bat. I mean, I've done that before, but that's because I actually had a bad bat. But, you know, like he's using the best racket and he says, oh, this racket's terrible. Or like, if we're doing football and he misses, he said, oh, why did you pass like that? Or you should have been back there. And it's like, no, you missed. You are skinny. It is your responsibility. Nobody else is going to push you to get to this goal. I cannot lift the weight for you. I can't go and bench 70 kg for you right now, can I? I can influence you. I can tell you what to do. I can tell you how to do things. But I can't do it for you. That is up to you. Nobody else in the world will be able to do it but you. And so I want you to have this mindset that will literally, I get excited about this because it literally pushes you beyond like the 99% of people in this world. If you take responsibility for everything, even if it wasn't your fault, even in football, say for example, the other guy missed and I was a defender. Like I was a defender and my attacker missed. I could still have said, oh yeah, I could have run up and like got into the box for a header or something. Because that way you are always improving. But don't be humble. Now this is a little bit interesting. Do not be humble, because humble means that you have a lower view of one's self, which basically means you see yourself as inadequate. You're thinking, oh yeah, everyone's better than me and I'm not very good. No. I want you to have this arrogance where you think you are better than basically everybody. And that is because you are a learner. You are always trying to learn. You are always trying to better yourself. The fact that you're watching this video, I don't even know how long this video has been, but like what, 10 minutes? You've been watching an unedited videos of some like lad speaking in his bedroom, right? For 10 minutes straight, uncut. Because you are learning, and that is fantastic. Who else do you know is doing this in your life? Nobody. And so you are at the top echelon of like people in this world, people in your town, people wherever. And so you deserve to have this arrogance. You deserve to believe highly of yourself, because that will give you more of this confidence. Like, yeah, I'm training. Sure, I might be skinny, but I'm in the gym, lads. Like, I just lifted my new PR on bench, whatever, right? But you are always looking to learn at the same time. You are not thinking, oh, I'm the best ever. There's nothing I could improve on. I'm just the best at everything. No, you think, I am the best, but I still always have things to learn. Yes, that was my fault because I ate the bad food yesterday. Yeah, I look a bit chubbier today, or I look a little bit skinnier today because I missed my workout yesterday. So what I'm going to do instead is hit a double workout or something. I wouldn't recommend hitting a double workout because sometimes that, you just don't even do one at the end of the day. But this is the new mindset I want you to have. Whatever bad thing happens, say for example the gym is closed, say for example you miss a workout, or maybe you eat the bad food. I want you to have this ideology in your mind that, yeah, this sucked. I can't believe I did that. That was terrible. I have days occasionally like where I don't record a video or something. Like I've missed, on my old habit tracker, you can't see it here, I missed like 5 days in the past, I don't know, month or whatever, like about 4 or 5 days uploads. That could have cost me money, right? So I've got to think, what steps can I implement to change this? Rather than looking at it as, oh, this has happened, this is terrible. Think, this is terrible, but how can I improve on it? How can I prevent it from happening next time? Foreseeing failure. You're looking into the future and imagining what possibilities could go wrong. Maybe you go to the gym and there's no equipment, right? There's no equipment that you need. Maybe you do some push-ups instead. Maybe you do some bodyweight calisthenics movements. Maybe you go on a run and do it later. Right? So there's always like an extra way to go around. It's like there's so many different paths that you can take around this problem. And most people just go to the first way and it's blocked, the road's closed, and so they go back home. And it's like, well, no, you just go round this way. You just take the other motorway or whatever, right, to get to the next destination. And so I want you to become this young man who's looking at every single possibility, like some sort of, like chess player thinking, right, okay, that's not worked. Okay, I've lost my queen or something. Say you've just been broken up with. I've lost my queen and I'm in a terrible situation. I've only got like 5 pawns left. But what can I do with those pawns? What is the best way I could possibly use those pawns to get me into a winning position? That is how you become the top 1%, regardless of your results. If you have the mindset like this, you win. And like I said, if you want to join a community of winners who are actually taking action, who are actually implementing these things into their life and seeing the results, then my program is the first link in the description and it will change your life. It has got basically everything you need to know. Like, look how many modules there are here. It goes into unbelievable detail on how to maximize your progress at the gym, and I go into like mindset and advanced strategies that you can implement. And of course we've got some like bonus things down here just to make it a little bit extra juicy. And of course you get one-on-one access to me, so any problems you are struggling with, whether it's accountability, whether it's staying on track, whether it's actually nutrition and everything, I am here to help, because I am essentially your coach within this program. So it is at a fantastic deal right now, $28 a month. Like, that is just ridiculous. I used to charge like $97 for it, and it may go up soon depending on whether I change my mind or not, so you might want to get in there quickly. But this will absolutely revolutionize your fitness. You will never look back. You'll be the healthiest you have ever been, and because of your health improving, you'll improve your looks, your physique. You'll start to look aesthetic whilst also building muscle and strength in the gym. You'll be like, what the hell, how is this working so well? Trust me. So that is the first link in the description. If you truly want to change your life, I will see you over there. Good night.